Georgia Tech head coach Josh Pastner. Coach, if you will,
Yep.
start us off with an opening statement a little bit.
Okay, first off, give a lot of credit to Virginia Tech and Coach Williams. They're a very, very good basketball team. They're an excellent team, extremely well coached at a very, very high level, and so tremendous credit to them. I think they're an outstanding, as much as people talk about their offense, they're outstanding defensively. I think they're an outstanding defensive team. I really do. Look, all you can ask for is a chance to win the game, and we had some chances, and we just didn't capitalize. And our guys, played their tails off, and it was a great effort. It was a high-level game. It was back and forth, and it was just one of those things where, in the end, the ball didn't bounce our way. I told our guys beforehand, our whole thinking coming in is we had to keep the game in the low 50s to win the game. And that's what we did. We just, unfortunately, I didn't think we held them to 52. I just thought we would score more than 49. So we followed the game plan defensively. They came in as, statistically, the second best three-point shooting team in the country. I think second and third in offensive efficiency. So, defensively, we did a tremendous job. But what hurt us was two things. Offensive rebounds, 7-1 and second chance points for Virginia Tech. And then we had 18 turnovers. And they had 19 points off of our 18 turnovers. So, but hey, we had some chances, and I'm proud of our guys. And it's the life in the ACC that there's going to be a lot of games like this. And our only way of survivability is obviously through our defense. And that's what we're going to have to do to have any chance for success. And we're going to need James Banks to be better. And I love James, and we need James. And he's got to be a more force for us, like how he was at Arkansas or how he was versus Wake Forest. He can't be a game here, a game there, and then not a game or not a game. We need him every single time on the floor to be at an extremely high level for us to have success. And he knows that, so he's got to be better for us in these type of games. So, and AD, I thought came in and gave us some good minutes. Kurt he had strep throat, so that's why he wasn't here. So we sent him to the medical staff sent him to the dorms. He had strep throat, as did Evan Jester. A walk-on Evan Jester. We sent him home too. He was flu-like symptoms. So that's where Kurt was. But overall, great fight. The crowd was outstanding. The 5 TVs and 3 video game systems worked because we had a great crowd. I wish I could say I liked it was because of my 30-second Instagram deal there, but the free stuff brought the students, and I thought the students were great. I thought the crowd was great. I feel sick to my stomach that we didn't win for the students there and for the crowd and for Georgia Tech, but electric atmosphere and just a good, just a high-level game.
Questions for Coach?
Coach, I guess if you look back, you'd like to have those last couple of sessions of each half back to maybe capitalize.
No, I wouldn't like to have the last half. I only like the last possession. Michael DeVoe, I don't know if they should have called a foul or not. I got to watch the tape. I don't know, or maybe it could have been the and one or not called a foul. I don't know. I got to watch the tape. But either way, he got to the free throw line. He's got to put it in, and James had a layup. So we couldn't do anything better than that. And then the last one, we didn't have any timeouts, and I think Brandon got a little. I got to watch the tape. It came off it. James, I saw for a sec, James was open to throw it into him, and he dribbled up, but and then he kind of jumped in the air to make the pass and just left his feet. But the last one at the half, we called a timeout to Michael DeVoe to go to his left hand, and he went to his right. He had a couple errors today that he hadn't been having in the last few games. I felt tonight he played more like a freshman than he's been in the last 3-4 games. He made some errors, and again, like at the end of the half, we had a set point to go to his left hand, and he went to his right. But we're going to need Mike, and this is all part of his growing and learning and getting better, and and that's just all part of his maturation.
So the last play was set for James?
We were going into James, yeah. And that's why I always like to have a timeout late. But either way, we should not have been up. We should have been up. We had those free throws, and James had the layup.
When you burned a time, you had to burn one on
because Michael came off.
Yeah,
he came off of that and fell.
Their defense do certain things tonight to cause it.
I think they're an outstanding, awesome defensive team, as good as they are offensively. I think they're one of the best teams, if not the best team in the country at stunting. I think they're the best stunting team in the country. They're terrific stunting. That's a credit to Coach Williams and the staff.
How hard is this? Like, I mean, you held them to under 30% shooting, and
we held them 52 points.
yeah, I mean
they come in averaging 80. They're one of the best offensive teams, but that's what I told our guys we have to do, and to hold them in the low 50s to win the game, and we did that. We just, it's no different than Tennessee. If you look at the stats, we're the team that's played the best defensively against Tennessee has been us. But we had trouble scoring. It's been one of those things, and it's our only way of survivability for us to be able to have a chance is through defense. And through our time here, we've been a high-level defensive team. Unfortunately, we just haven't scored. Even though the last 3 games we've been better prior to this game offensively, I went into the season thinking we're going to be an elite shooting team, and unfortunately we haven't clipped that just yet. So those are things, and we'll keep figuring out, and we're due to break out shooting. I believe in it. It's just we've got to hold true to who we are against some of the defensive end, which we did tonight. We just didn't come up with the win.
You got in major foul trouble with your wings early too, and you didn't have Kurt on top of that, and ended up having to play Shambari in a smaller lineup that you probably haven't played a lot with.
Yeah, and then we just had to kind of make, Jose really the first half kind of kept us in it with some of his made shots, and then those fouls hurt us, but that's just part of the game.
Did your defense do certain things to make it a tough shooting night for them, you think?
Yeah, I hope so. I think they missed some shots the first half. They probably had a look or two that we weren't there. I thought second half we did a much better job. We were right there when they caught it, but we had a breakdown or two where we helped where we shouldn't have helped, and had a breakdown within our defensive assignments. But we are who we are. If you look at our numbers, we led the ACC 2 years ago in defense, and we've been really good this year for the most part defensively. So that's just the only way of our survivability is through defense.
I guess you have to feel pretty good about your young team hanging in there with probably the most experienced team in the ACC in Virginia Tech.
Yeah, I'm not into moral victories. Either you win or you lose. You lose and you're sick to your stomach for the next 48 hours. But however, there's a lot of positives to take for our team, and we don't have time as a team. We don't have time to hang our hats or woe is me syndrome. We got to figure it out because we play at Syracuse Saturday. I thought the crowd was outstanding today. The energy in the building. Gina Gonzalez and Phil Lewicki and her group there did a great job with all the marketing and getting ready for this game, which helped get the students, because the students bring so much energy to the game, and they did a great job at helping us miss the free throw, or Virginia Tech missed the free throw just by their energy on that side. So I just hope they keep coming, the students, and that's why I feel bad for not winning, because they did their part, the students did their part, the crowd did their part. We just fell a little short on our part.
I think considering what Virginia Tech shot from 3 as well as from the field, what is the approach in terms of the urgency of how you should finish these types of games? What is that communication like with your team on how urgent it is to finish it off?
Well, you want to win the game, but we have I knew going in the year that without having Josh Okogie, we were going to be really limited offensively. I just knew that, but I thought we were going to be a really good three-point shooting team. Now, we haven't hit the numbers that I thought we'd be at, even though today we ended up with about 38%. We're getting a little bit better gradually, but I knew that we were going to have some struggle scoring. I mean, the guy left us in a good way, with averaging close to 20 a game in the ACC. It's hard to replace in beginning of June. So, our way. That's why we need James. Our best way for scoring when we struggle scoring has got to be through James, and that's he wasn't as effective today as he's been like Wake Forest or Arkansas, and that's when we're at our best, when James is really effective, and it's just part of his maturation too.
What were they doing
in terms of the game's results? How indicative do you feel like it was of, first of all, the free throw shooting, team free throw shooting, and just?
Well, Michael DeVoe missed 2 front ends of 1-on-1. It's not that much you can do there. I mean, those are 4 points. I mean, Jose was 5 for 8 from the free throw line. He should be 7 for 8. I mean, that's 6 points right there. So, so we got to make free throws. First, Wake Forest, we were 28 of 34, shot 83%.
Even guys stepping over the line.
Yeah, that happened. I mean, he threw a perfect pass. Jose was wide open. He stepped over the line there, but James caught it and had Jose right there for the 3. But part of our best thrower in that home run situation is Curtis Haywood, but he wasn't here today, so obviously. So AD made the right pass. He just stepped over the line.
Was there something about the way they doubled that was giving James so much trouble, and all your guys with the backcourt pressure and the front court pressure?
Yeah, I think they're really good defensively. I just think they're good defensively. I think they're really good defensively. But I also think James has got to be better for us. It's hard for us if he plays like that. When he plays like he did against Wake Forest or Arkansas, he's really good. When he doesn't, it just makes it tough for us.
All right. You've had, I think, 4 possessions in the first half to tie or take the lead. I'm curious if you convert on any of those. Do you think that changes kind of?
Yeah, we had some chances where we just couldn't. Even in the second half, where we had stop after stop, we just couldn't score. We had some great looks. Like, how about that look that Michael DeVoe had right in the slot, and then Brandon had that one right in front of our. We just, you got to make them. It's what I mean. And James missed a couple. James and AD both missed short layups on both first half and second half, and Khalid Moore missed 2 layups, one in the first, one in the second. But what are you going to do?
All right, thanks, Coach.
Okay, thanks everybody.